Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. Morning, Buster. Good morning, Rocky. How we doing this morning, gentlemen? Oh, you're getting fuzzy. Are you guys getting your winter coat coming in? I think so. Looking good, looking good. I also have some exciting news to share with you guys. Check it out. We got some brand new signs in for Buster and Rocky. Don't they look snazzy? Yeah, don't they look snazzy, Buster? So I'm pretty excited about it. I think that looks pretty fire. Looks pretty awesome. That's cool to see. Today we're also going to be dealing with some interesting weather. I'm going to call this a classic beautiful fall day. We're actually dealing with a low that is the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian. Now for us, it's absolutely nothing. It basically just brought with it some cooler air, some clouds, and some moisture. And I know sadly for a lot of you guys out there, hey docs, good morning. So I just wanted to say that for all of us here at A Stable Life, we just wanted to say that we hope you guys are okay and doing well with the recovery for anybody that was impacted by the storm. And docs hope so too. Right, docs? So for us, it's just a little bit of a rainy day, but that's not really going to change what we're working on today because we're working on finishing up cleaning out the horse stable, which I'm really excited to do. So to start, we're going to get all these animals in and fed. There's a few extra things that we need to care for because it's raining, because we don't want any of the horses developing any skin conditions because of all the moisture that's out there. Let's see, what bin of calm ultra are we on? Oh, we're on the first one. I also have some exciting news about Dory, but I'm going to share that in a little bit. Oh, and how are you doing this morning, puppy, huh? Yeah, good morning. Nice to have you with us, of course. All right, it's time to feed some donkeys. Good morning, Buster. Good morning, Rocky. How we doing, guys? Yeah, there you go. Looks like they were playing with their muck bucket. And yes, they play with all of these toys in here too. Mostly Buster. Buster likes to play with them. If I can manage to get him on film doing it, then you guys will definitely be seeing that. Because if you haven't noticed already, Buster's quite the character. All right, we've reached that special part of the day where we get to let all the horses in, and we're going to be starting things off with Mr. Docs. Yeah, come on, buddy. Good morning. Nice to see you. I know. Blankets. How crazy is that? Go right from fly spray, fly masks, sunscreens to blankets. All right, good deal. And as you guys can tell, Docs has definitely learned his stall. So that's awesome. We usually put the blankets on. They're called sheets when temperatures get below 55 degrees Fahrenheit and it is raining. Some of the horses that we have, their bodies don't create a thick enough fur. And because of that, they get too cold and then start shivering. Then we have to feed them more for them to be able to maintain their weight. We found blanketing them means that we can save on food cost. It also keeps them warm and comfortable. Not to mention, the biggest reason we put sheets on is it helps us avoid any skin conditions such as rain rot from occurring when it's raining and they have the blankets on that prevents that rain from sitting on their back. Of course, all of these problems can be negated by having shelters such as run-in sheds in our pastures, which we do, but horses being horses, the leaders get to go inside, even if it's a very big run-in shed. Sometimes just them being inside, the leader will chase a horse that's very low on the herd out into the rain just because it can. It's not the nicest thing, but horses are animals. And not every leader's like that, but we do have a few here that are like that. And I'm not gonna name names, but we do have a few horses here that are leaders in the herd, and they would do that. So that's why we blanket our horses, in a nutshell. All right, Sriracha, are you ready to go in? Let's see if he's gonna run. A healthy trot. Very dignified, Sriracha, very dignified. He has learned his stall, but we're not quite at the point where I'm able to just let him into the barn. For this very reason. He went right into Williams. Sriracha. Come on, you know this isn't your stall. Like I said, we're not at the point yet where I can leave him into the barn and then I can just go let in more horses like Poncho. I need to make sure he actually goes to his stall. Sriracha. Causing us problems. Go ahead. Which takes me to the special news about Dory. His name is actually Sriracha. The owner ended up liking Sriracha so much that that is now his new name to represent his spicy mannerisms. So you can call him Sriracha or Sir for short. Pretty awesome. And Amber, if I may add, I quite like the name. Good choice. Now that Sriracha and Docs are inside the horse stable, next up is Poncho. Who's ready for some Poncho power? That's right, this guy is. You ready for Poncho power, Poncho? Oh yeah. Poncho power. Magnificent. And of course, next is the middle field. Hey, Jack. Hey, Champ. Jeepers, Jack. Good, Champ. Hey, Casino. Morning. Hey, Rebel. Morning. Got a nice rip there. For any of the new viewers, Rebel's name, he really likes. In that, I mean, he has become that name. He is a rebel. You ever try to help him, he will rebel, even if it's for his own good. Come on, Leia. Come on, puppy. Hey, looky here. Suede is at the entrance. It's almost like he's a leader. And that's about all I'm gonna say about that. There you go, Suede. There you go, Duke. There you go, Weather. Danny. Spitfire. Declan. Archer, nice blanket. Obi. Gavin. Argento. Samson. I better go and make sure that Argento goes in the right stall. Hey, Roni. Hey, Skywalker. Yeah, there he is. Oh, boy. Come on. Argento's back inside his stall. Just gotta close up some doors and we're waiting on William. All the horses are in and they're all munching, eating up, so that's good to see. We got a few things that we gotta treat on the horses for daily care. That means that for some of the horses, they're gonna be getting some MTG on their legs. That prevents any skin issues from occurring going down their legs, such as rain rot. All right, it's everyone's special time of day. Do you guys know what time it is? It's donkey time. And just in case you were wondering, yes, the donkeys get their own blanket as well. Buster loves it, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Yeah. Looking good, Buster. Looking good. Get down here and look at the straps, don't you? You want some donkey? Anybody want some donkey hugs? Huh? Because Buster's willing to give them. He loves giving little donkey hugs. Don't you, Buster? Don't you? All right. Rocky's up next. Rocky absolutely loves wearing a blanket. It's okay. It's all right, Rocky. Here, I'll just put it on you. Yep. See that? Wasn't the end of the world. Not as easy as Buster, but there you go. Now I gotta put a halter on Rocky. You're getting all the gear today, huh? You're okay with the halter, though. And Buster likes taking the rope. Buster, you are such a character. That's it. Come on. Come on, you two troublemakers. That's it. Come on. There you go. All right, donkeys are taken care of. Whoop, whoop. So because it is raining and excessively cloudy outside, for the vast majority of the horses, it's more of a turn in, give a visual inspection and make sure that they're okay, and turn out. Like Mr. Sriracha over here, or Champ or Suede over here. However, there are other horses that have more sensitive skin, and so they have more needs, like Gavin. So we're gonna be putting MTG on Gavin's legs, and what this is an oil. It helps moisturize the hair follicles and the skin that is along his legs, or well, anywhere you put it, but we're gonna be putting it on his legs. And it's also an oil, so you can use this to wick moisture off. So as say it's pouring down rain, he's shielded from up here, but the water runs down the blanket and then drips off, but some of it runs on the legs. This will wick the moisture off of his legs so it won't be sitting on his hair follicles, creating a potential infection. And we're just gonna take it, squirt it around the leg like this. And what you're gonna try to do, create a ring right around his hock. And then the oil will, of course, run down his leg, but that ring will be the spot where it wicks the moisture, which prevents problems on the rest of the legs. Pretty neat. When I first heard about it, I was rather skeptical, but seeing it in use and the effect that it has on these horses, it's now become part of a daily routine if we have a rainy day for our horses that have more sensitive skin. That's not the only horse that has sensitive skin. We go from Gavin to Samson. That's right, guys. Samson gets MTG as well. And same thing, we're gonna do that ring right around the hocks. But on Samson, I'm gonna do it a bit lower, below the hocks, because Samson likes to get into muddier areas, whereas Gavin, we mainly have to worry with the rain. Samson likes to find the swamp and stay in it. As you can see, Samson loves it. There we go. It's a pretty easy application. The preventative maintenance speaks for itself, right, bud? And we're going to be going from preventative maintenance to actually reacting to some problems that occurred from too much moisture on the hoof. And for some of you guys, you're well aware of the fact that we've had quite the issue this year with thrush in the hooves. We are actively working on changing that, using copper tox to disinfect the hoof. We like to do a lot of preventative maintenance. So a lot of our horses are being switched over to a supplement to strengthen their hoof, because this year has shown that their hooves are not strong enough. So I'll talk more about that later in the video, but that won't really help us until next year, because it takes just that long for that supplement to really start showing its effect in their hooves. So for now, we're gonna just keep doing our best to keep them dry and to keep them moisturized. I know that those are two different things, but the hooves like a happy medium. When it's too dry, they crack, and when it's too wet, they get infections. So, and then when it's too dry, too wet, they get infections. It's kind of funny how it works. For instance, here on Skywalker, he's got thrush on both of his front legs. So we're gonna be treating that with some copper tox on both of his legs. Everything has wrapped up and finished with the rest of the horses. Put a round bale of hay out in the middle field. Only one though, the other one looked like it's about half empty and it is dry, so that is awesome. Only needed one for today. And all of the horses are being turned out. There's none that are staying in the left run or the lower arena. They're all being turned out. So Dox and Sriracha are being turned out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let out Sriracha first. That way he can head out into the pasture and he's got a chance to get a drink. And then we're gonna start letting out the rest of the horses as normal. Dox has been being let out during the day for quite a bit of time now, so he's actually gotten pretty used to it. So I'm gonna set up the time lapse right here so you can see him coming out, what he decides to do, and then the rest of the horses heading out into the pasture. All set, bud? And just like that, that's gonna be it for morning turnout and morning feeding. Now we can finally get on with the main part of our day, which is gonna be finishing up cleaning this stable. So we're gonna be working on finishing up this section. Now, if you guys remember from the previous video where we were working on cleaning, we got up to Argento's stall. As you can see, clean, not clean. And for Rebel, we got to this door post here. I don't believe his stall was clean. So we're gonna have to clean his door and then the walls for this section going out. And of course, I'll have to redo the mats. A lot of you guys offered some helpful suggestions for things to use that could save me a lot of time using the pressure washer for the mats. Wanted to say thank you and that I appreciate all the suggestions. I think I am gonna take you guys up on your suggestions for getting something to clean the mats, but that will be next year, not this year. We're already in October, so I'm running out of time to be able to use water to clean anything in our stable because winter is well on its way. And with this stall being vacant, I'm going to see what I can do here and do my best on cleaning up this stall. Since there's no horses in it, it's empty, there's no tack, and I think it's a perfect opportunity to clean it out. So next up, we're gonna hook up the pressure washer, and then it's time to get cleaning. All right, we are all hooked up. We got water hooked up, power hooked up, and as you can see, we are using all of the available hose, all 100 feet today, to get pretty far away. So what we're doing here is I actually have this running. It's turned off, and it's on over here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there's quite a lot of air. I mean, you got a lot of hose here, 100 feet of hose plus another 50 feet of hose to come down. There's a lot of air that's trapped in there. And so I have this just running to get all of the air out. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of it. So that when I turn it on, I can just immediately get started on pressure washing. All right, we're gonna set this up. And of course, I gotta take all the halters and bridles and everything off of the sides of the stalls. This means the little shovel that the girls for Skywalker used to clean up after Skywalker. And of course, some old halters and bridles and stuff are going to have to go somewhere else for now. Alrighty guys, so I am going to be stopping for lunch because it is about 12:30, so I'm just going to go up and get some lunch. But before I do, I wanted to give you guys a look at how things look. It just absolutely blows my mind. I mean, this is what it looks like before I clean it, because I haven't done this side yet, and then this is what it looks like after it's cleaned. Wow. I was talking with my mom, and we've decided that not this year, but next year, because we have this pressure washer and it's going to be a nice valuable tool for us, we're actually going to be staining the stable. So it's going to be pretty considerable, but it will preserve the integrity of the wood for a very long time. And the goal is to keep it looking this color because it looks fantastic. I gotta reel this hose up because in case somebody shows up and wants to go riding, this could be a tripping hazard. And then we're gonna start on this side, clean this off, and then clean these mats. Then we're moving on to the other side. I'm ready for some food. I don't know about you guys. And for lunch, Megan and I are gonna be having some boxed pizza, which is actually a thing here where we live that Megan did not know about. Did you know about cold pizza?
No, I thought it would be gross.
Yeah, but it's become quite the thing that we have. So basically it comes in a little box like this, and it's cold pizza that's baked already, and it's basically ready to serve. It's a very popular lunch item here. What do you think of it?
I think it's actually pretty good.
It is, isn't it? So, what are you having? Some yogurt and some pizza?
Also having yogurt, yes.
And I'm having pizza and some green tea. So we'll see you guys back in the stable.
Hey, do us all a favor and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, like the video. We appreciate you guys.
And there we go. This section for both walls is completely cleaned. And man, the results speak for themselves. Wow, does it look good in here. Now, these definitely need to be cleaned. However, because of time, if I were to pressure wash off these stall mats, that would be it for what I would be able to clean for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move over to Poe's old stall and work on cleaning that out and then pressure wash that. That way I can have that stall cleaned and done. And then the next time that I'm cleaning, I'm going to be working on this section of the barn, the walls. We've got the right-hand side and the left-hand side of this section to go out and do. And just maybe we'll get an attachment for clearing out the mats, because that'll help me save time and I'll be able to do it a lot quicker. But time will tell on that one. For now, we gotta scoop up all this hay and get that out of here, and then we need to clean off these walls, blow out the tin up top so there's no cobwebs, And then I think that's gonna be it for cleaning for today. Good stuff. What's up, Scoots? What's up? Huh? If you're wondering, well, I was pressure washing. Leia was asleep in the hay, and I guess she heard that the pressure washer's not running anymore. So she's here to see what I'm up to. Reeled up the slack so that I didn't have a line going all the way down the other end of the aisleway. Like I said, I just try to be proactive in case someone shows up and wants to go riding. All right, I'll give you guys a good look at how things look beforehand. This side looks pretty clean. This side, not so much. See what we can do about that. A lot of bird poop all up here. Let's get this party started. There was a little bit of schmuckum on the lens. We don't want that. We don't want any schmuckum. My new viewers that's watching this, this was sent over actually a couple videos ago, and they only asked me to mention them in one of the videos, but I've been using this tool so much. Just in case you were curious as to what this is, and if you're interested in one, I'll put a link down in the description below. It's not an affiliate link. They're not sponsoring me. I think it's a good product. So if you're interested in it, check it out. This is the Grand Falls Pressure Washer Pro. They have a number of different ones. This is their top of the line. Does this look fantastic in here or what, guys? Isn't that a world of difference? It looks so good in here, not to mention the rest of the stable. All the horses are fed already. You can see Docs is chilling out there. He should only be in here till about Monday, and then he'll be back out in his normal routine. We're just taking it easy on him. We want to make sure his leg is good and healed. And all the horses are out eating and chilling. It's honestly turning out to be a beautiful fall evening. Can't get over how good this looks, though. You guys remember how bad this was here? Alrighty, well, with everything wrapped up, do you guys know what that means?
That means we hit the end of the video.
That's right, honey. So, it's going to be on that note that we would like to thank you guys so very much for watching. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. Don't forget, go ahead and comment down below if you guys think watching something be cleaned from extremely filthy to super clean is satisfying or not. I'd be interested to know and find out because, as you guys can tell, there's a lot to clean here. Want to know if you guys are interested in seeing more content like this. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.